Now let's discuss Azure DevOps hands-on. Here we have several organizations. On right pane, I have opened this organization in new tab, but currently I don't have any project. So let's put my project name. Let's put DevOps December. This would be today's date, and then I'm going to keep it private because I don't want to make it publicly accessed. Let's create this project now. Meanwhile, this project is being created or completely finished. Just go to your Azure portal home. Here we have home option, and I have already created my Databricks Workspace. Click on Launch Workspace. It will open Databricks portal at new tab. So I'm going to provide my credential here. Login Databricks. Moving back to my DevOps and Azure DevOps organization, under this umbrella I have created a project recently. Before moving to the boards, repositories, pipeline, test plans, artifact in this series, let's make some changes here. Project setting, this will let you open this agent pool. Here we have agent pool. This is default Azure pipeline pool which is available for your purpose. Here we have agents that's publicly available, and if you don't have a request that parallel processing error, just go to my previous videos how to sort that error, how to find that publicly access or localhost agent. You will have to illustrate that video. Now I'm going to move my repositories. Here we have all our repositories, right? Here we have Azure DevOps 05. So this is our repository. If you go to your settings, here we have all the settings. You don't need to change anything here. But currently, can you see this has disabled creation of classic build pipeline? This must be off because by default they might be toggle on. So you will have to change this to off scenario, because we want to create a classic release pipeline. We want to create some argument validation as well as classic build pipeline. Furthermore, you can go for different aspects as well. Now we need to establish dialogue between our Azure DevOps portal with our Databricks here. So what I'll do, I'll move to my files, repos, and here I'll have to create some cloning here. So either you can clone this option, or you can push your existing repository, or you can import existing repository. But I'm going to initialize from my main branch. So click on this initialize. Here you can see it's a completely empty and we don't have any stuff except this readme option. Here all the contents are displaying. We have preview option. Here we have history. Only one commit option is there and nothing else. So I'm going back here under my main, and here we have another stuff. So I'm going back to here, files, that's it. Here I can see main option is showing. I can create a new branch from here, or I can say here on top my repository name or my project name is showing here. That's my repository as well. I can create new repository. If you want to work on a stage, prod, or a test environment or deployment environment, you can create a new repository as well. We want to clone this directory, this repository into our Databricks. For this, we will have to create a personal access token. So I'm going to click on this right top. On this right top, you will find this option under the user setting. Go to personal access token, create a new token. I already have created 2 tokens, but I'm going to create a fresh one. Click on this one, DevOps give any name here. This would be valid for 30 days. I'm going to provide full access here, and let's create this option. Copy this tool here. This is key. Once we have copied this data, this PAT, person access token, let's paste here so that we do not miss it. Go to Databricks. Here you need to settle your Git repository first. So I'm going to create this Git folder here. On new, you will go to right drop down menu here, go to Git folder here. Here you have Git repository. So we need to provide this Git provider and Git repository, everything as same it is. Here we will work upon our Git repository and the some branch as well. But before this, we will have to establish dialog with this Azure Databricks and Azure DevOps. So I'm going to click create on this, going to select on this setting. Here we have settings and linked account. So you will have to add Git credential here. This is Git folder allow you to clone a remote Git repo. So I'm going to add this credential here. This is my person access token. Yes, I want to access this repository using my PAT. This would be nickname, and let's see, this would be my same email ID. Here we are providing our credential. Let's paste that Git, that PAT. Let's save it. Can you see, once I created this option, it's showing here on top of this linked account, and credential updated successfully saved. Now moving back to our Azure DevOps here. So I'm going to click on this Azure DevOps, click on my project, and I'm going to click on this repo files. Here we have this single file Readme. So I want to clone this repository. So for this I'll have to click on this clone on right top, click on this clone. Here we have HTTPS. So I'm going to copy clone URL to clipboard. Once you have copied this URL, move back to your Azure Databricks, go to your new, click on this more. I want to create a Git folder here. Just paste that Git repository URL which we just copied. Can you see, it's automatically observing that Azure DevOps provider is there. Nevertheless, you are going to find Git folder name. It's also fetching the same here. Let's create Git folder here in Databricks, which we have cloned from Azure DevOps. It's automatically inheriting your readme file which we have seen in Azure DevOps, and whatever we will create there, we can pull that here as well, or we can push the same as well. In case you click on home option here we have home option. If you go to right and 3 dots, you can see share permission as well. So this share permission will allow you to create different permissions as well. This will be enabled when you will have complete workspace portal here, and that will be mentioned here. So you will have to highlight and work setting there, then only you can share your work permission. That's it for this video. See you in next time. Thank you.